Here we are at Poets Walk in Clevedon North Somerset. Nice warm afternoon, nice and sunny.
By appointment, but I wasn't very impressed with all the tablets and getting some of the equipment.
Scanning beacon.
Then we have a high point for testing the radio, Poet's Walk.
Guys start working on the LTE, but they can't do it until we're operational. Because the 2G's a priority, because it's the circuit switch fallback network, you see. I mean, there's a 3G BTS there, but that's a legacy Nokia one. It's a shame really, because I'm a Nokia expert. But I'm working on Huawei kit. And actually some pluses to the Huawei.
Scanning beacon.
Make first, I still prefer Nokia. I know a lot more about telecommunications than Huawei. Yeah, I've got a Nokia too. I think it's the X3 or something.
Scanning beacon.
Nothing heard.
Scanning beacon.
BKU, call 0 Bravo 90, calling through GB3. Let me see, BC. GB3, BC, G0 BKU, calling through for any call.
Scanning beacon.
Do me a favour, type in *#101# and press send. It doesn't cost you anything. That do. It'll tell you which HLR you're on. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, it's a nuisance. And it's RF coming in, it's in on a cable or nothing.
Scanning beacon.
Bullseye, what are your name, over? Yeah, of course. like snow on the ground. The stones are quite big. And once I got over the top, coming out of the room, it stopped. It wasn't too bad. But funny sort of weather. Been lovely today down here. It hasn't been too bad at all. I haven't done a lot today. I've been out to see a couple of friends. One of them's their birthday today. She's a radio ham, her husband. So I popped down to see them this morning. And then done a bit of shopping, come back here, had a bit of dinner, sat down and been reading the paper, watched television, dropped off to sleep. Woke up, thought I'd better get on the radio for a while. Nice to hear you. I heard you spoke to somebody when you came through. I can't remember who it was. Somebody said they'd spoken to you when you were on your way down to Devon. Anyway, yeah, it was cold. You picked the wrong week. I know what forecast is for this week. I haven't seen it yet. I just turned the telly off because it's all about this bloody press thing now. You got Cameron on there shouting his mouth off what he's going to do and what people are entitled to, so I turned it off. Anyway, hope you're alright. How's your brother? How's your brother, Alan? G4 PVX, mobile, G0 BKU. Yeah, we've had a bit of a rough time. I rang him down while I was down there, and this.
Scanning beacon.
And unfortunately, because 3G and 2G have a common core network.
G7 UUK to E1 DXY mobile calling you on by. Golf 7 Uniform Kilo, this is 2 Echo 1 Delta X-Ray Yankee mobile calling you on by.
Scanning beacon.
You're welcome to join in that. It'd be nice to hear you. We haven't heard your good lady on the air yet. You haven't got her on the air yet then. Alright. Back to you from G0BKU. God, there ain't no chance of that. I'd give it up on that. Oh, I'm saying that. It's just starting to pour down the rain. The belt through peas out. Oh, as long as they're in the queue. Oh, like, Jimmy Forrest. Yeah.
Okay, up to the high advantage point for the radio.
That's from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and then we go up on W1. Alright, you take care. Don't you like you'll be alright? They've got some other time. We're on in the morning to Slough. 073 Slough, G4 PBX mobile. Diesel BKU. Nice talking to you, Alan. I didn't get your call. Sorry about that. G0 BKU. G0 BKU is M6KVJ. Yeah, alright. What's your name? What's your name? Sorry, go again? It's Dave. Cool, Dave, I haven't spoken to you for some time. Anyway, how are things for you down at Sigma? Not too bad, not too bad. I didn't come on the time 18 minutes today. Propagation was all over the place earlier on. It seems to settle down a bit now. Yeah, but I think it's going to be alright for tonight, okay? We're still on the net. We're on at 8 to 9 on WR. And, of course, we've been doing sidebound from 7 to 8. And, getting the feel coming on single sideband. But, you know, that's getting better. There's quite a few coming up on single sideband. So, anyway, nice to hear you. Been a lovely day here today. I thought you've had the same down at Sigma. Back to you, Dave, from G0BKU. G0BKU M6KVJ. Yeah, no problem. I just thought I'd call in and say hi. I know I don't get to repeat it very well on there, so I'll leave it with you all. Have a nice evening, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Over. Yeah, but we're on that net tonight. Don't forget, you're welcome to come in, Dave. It's nice to hear you, okay? So thanks for coming in and giving me a call. You take care, and hope to hear you soon. M6KVJ, it's Hipmith, D0BKU. It's 73 here, M6KVJ. Yeah, that's why I said he's second time round the clock. So, yeah, I don't know how old he is actually. He didn't look that old to me when I saw him. Well, it was probably about 50 years ago, I don't know. So, no, it wasn't that long. It was last year sometime, beginning of the year, I suppose. Yeah, so, yeah, you're not that old. Not at all, I wouldn't have thought, Dave. Over to you, M0 HTV. Yeah, 66. Well, coming up. This year is 66. So, yeah, that's fine. Can't do nothing about it. Six play now. Oh. Andy come at the club, Friday night, Eric. So, there's a man to, 2E0, NCZ. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Henrik, I've got meter wings on Thursday. I'm now no longer a foundation, I'm an intermediate. As one of my mates says to me, who's a full licence holder, I'm half a licensee now, as opposed to a quarter. Technically, I should be 2/3, because there's only 3 stages now, isn't there? But yeah, then we've got to watch out for with Dave now, Henrik, is when he starts saying, "I don't believe it," that's where we've got to be careful. And, you know, when he starts cursing and swearing at anything on the telly, then we know he's getting old. But at the moment, Dave, you've fallen us all, mate. Aren't you, Henrik? N0HTB, I think it is, in the group. 2E0NCZ mobile, Aztec West. Yeah, M0HTB returning. Well, congratulations on that. Yeah, had me confused because I thought it was someone else initially when I heard you speaking, because it was I guess you were in disguise with the heavy breathing. So but yeah, I think the other thing I quite like is I used to be professional, but now I'm an amateur. So excuse me, I'm just choking here on. Right, while I cough myself to death here, over to you, Dave, M0HTV. Yeah. Oh, mind. Yeah, I guess Andrew or Andy was seeing what we was up to. and this week, you got the same ideal as a brilliant boy. So, just a coincidence really, but I can't get this. I think yours had to go. Never mind. So we had the same ideal this week. I'll tune in from M0HTJ. NCZ mobile. Yeah, no worries, thanks for the flowers there, Henrik. Yeah, I got my tickets last Thursday. It's quite funny actually, Henrik, because every time I've got my ticket, it's been at the same place. When I passed my foundation exam, I started operating from Bristol. First, on October the 3rd, I think it was, last year when I first qualified. And then again, Bristol. So Bristol's the start of my amateur radio career, effectively. And tell you what, I absolutely love the hobby. All the things you can do, mess about. And the next thing I'm trying to get involved with is Raynet, because I think that's another very worthwhile cause. Even though sometimes the central services are a bit snobbish and they think they don't need amateur radio. The group up in Manchester that I'm joining, they had a cooperation with Manchester Fire, Police and Network Rail, and they're on top of Saddleworth Moors, and Raynet were told when they turned up, just stay in that corner and try and keep out of the way. This is by the communications guys for the fire brigade. They have this big comms button. Just take a quick pip. So anyway, the mobile phone network went down, and this chief fire officer from Greater Manchester County couldn't raise an emergency call as part of the drill. So he went to see this comms van, and they couldn't get a signal over Saddleworth Moors because obviously it's not line of sight. They couldn't get it over on VHF or UHF. So they spot the radio guys talking on the radio, and they went over to them and said, I don't suppose you guys can get over the other side of that mountain, can you? And he went, yeah, I'm just talking to my mate on the other side on top band. So there goes the story. And Network Rail said, right, we want amateur radar in our emergency plan. Over to you, Henrik. M0HTB, 2E0NCZ in the group.
Yeah, M0HTB returning. Oh, that's a good one, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's, I'd never quite understood the sort of the attitude where, you sort of, people just exclude others because they do something a little bit different. It always sort of works a bit better if, everybody works together. I went up, so I'm still choking here. You're doing the running and I'm struggling to breathe, so work that one out. Yeah, I went up Beacon's Batch on Sunday to try and do like a SOTA activation from the top of the hill, and I could hear like lots of really strong stations like from the States and Malta and Italy and around Europe and stuff, but nobody could hear me, which is a bit frustrating. Apart from someone just down the road in Nelsey, but the signal, they were really struggling, and they wouldn't give me a signal report. Probably because they probably couldn't make me out that well, so I couldn't log it as an activation because I didn't get the report in the end. So I got to go up the hill and do it again sometime. But it was absolutely beautiful up there on Sunday. It was sort of a nice sunny afternoon, hardly a breath of wind, and nice view of the Severn Estuary and Steepholm, Flatholm and the rest, and yeah, it was really good. I was choke again, so I'll over to you, Dave, M0HTV.
G8 YMN Mobile.
G8 Yankee Mike Mobile, M0HTJ. You there? A bit foggy over the smoke pool, isn't it? Yeah, pick it up, pass it to 2E0ZCZ, who you know, from M0HTJ.
Yeah, Golf 8 Yankee Mike Mobile. Returning, yeah, chucking it down in London. Quite a heavy rainstorm going. Cold up there as well. Sleety rain. And bit of snow up between Didcot and Reading this morning. A bit of a whiteout out there. Not deep, flurry, but certainly all the fields were white. Not with frost. Anyway, I guess that would be Nick with the new call sign. Congratulations, and I think HTP's there as well. Right, so my brain's not in gear. 2E0ZCZ was it? I think it was. Zulu Charlie Zulu, if that's the one. Golf 8 Yankee Mike. If I got it wrong, tell me off. 2 Echo 0 November Charlie Zulu. That's alright, don't worry about it, Paul. Yeah, I was just wondering, when does Peter take his advance? Just over to you quickly, Paul, if that's okay, please. Not for another year, because he's got schoolwork to do. But he probably could, probably at 9 months' time, but we've got to get the schoolwork. QS on it? Yeah, QS on that. I just thought, because I was going to leave my advance until the end of the year, but a few amateurs said to me, well, you've got the knowledge in your brain from your intermediate exam, why don't you just top it up and take your advanced? At the end of the day, it's just 60%. that's a fantastic achievement, that, for a young lad to get intermediate status. So I hope he has a long and prosperous amateur radio life. So anyway, I'll put it over to Uncle Dave, M0HDJ in the group, 2E0NCZ, pedestrian mobile, let's take west.
Let's go. Emmerich, pass it back to Paul afterwards. Yeah, M0HDB returning. Afternoon, or should I say evening, Paul. Yeah, good to hear you on here again. So, I'm just, where am I now? Just near the Downs, actually. I'm not quite sure where I'm heading. I've got a postcode on my sat nav, so I'm just following that blindly. Hopefully it'll get me there. It should do, I suppose. So, I think that you're probably sort of right there. If you've just done your intermediate, just go straight on and do your advanced while it's still fresh. So it's a good one to do. So just go for it. Right, trying to deal with this traffic now. So over to you, Paul. M0HDB.
Yeah, evening, Henrik. Nice to hear you again. And Matthew did a talk on London the other week. You were featured in it a number of times. It was an excellent talk, because sort of not so much operating, but at London things really, which made it sort of more general, which we all enjoyed. And it was sort of his photograph collection, and a bit like old Jack. What was it? Jack Hargreaves, was it? Whatever his name from How, sort of going through it methodically. Yeah, it was good. Okay, Nick, good signal from you. Pedestrian mobile, running about 5 watts here, 4.7 actually, to be precise. I measured it on the analyzer, what it was showing, and Pete's had the 2E0 for some time now. I think middle of last year. But he'll progress on to full, but he had to do his mock, so that's what we sort of deferred it a bit. But I think that's a good thing to do, is to carry on now, get a date fix and force yourself to have a go at it. Although I think the dates are fixed, aren't they? So you're going to have to look at a date and then go to the exam centre, because they're not held locally at the clubs as such, but specific exam centres. But you're right, yeah, just go for it. Swat up. Get the advanced point, just revise. That's what I did 30 years ago. Jump. Right, 2E0NCZ G81M. 2E0NCZ. Sorry for getting the order mixed up, guys. I do apologise. I must have been at a puff then. Keep bumping into the same people running around Aztec West with me. And I can't believe I'm still going. Well, I'm past 9k now, so I'm going to cut halfway up Aztec West, and I think that rain that you had in London has followed you over here, Paul. So, it looks like it might be a good time to turn it in. As much as this Bouchon's IP rated, I wouldn't really like to put it to the test. It's like those submersible VX7Rs and 5Rs. You can put it under the water, but it's a brave man who tries it. Because what if you hadn't put that factory gun just right? What if you hadn't put those lugs back in properly? That's a radio that gets trashed by accident. So happy days. I would love to meet the person that's tried it and not regretted it. Anyway, it's Henrik next. So round to you, Henrik. I'm 2E0NCZ mobile in the group. Dave.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, what's that? That's a Yasu, isn't it? Submerging water roofing, that's what you said. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're supposed to have had some bad weather today, but Dilly's fault. Must have gone round us, or something happened to her. But that's the weather forecasting for you, isn't it? Didn't notice. Bit like the solar forecast. Don't happen. We're actually on QRZ. right. Emmerich. And, secret meeting is...
Scanning beacon.
Up Emmerich, M0H.
Just make it my final.
They were using it on, radio control model receivers. You take the case off, put a piece of foam over the connector so you don't get any on the actual connector, and then just spraying it with this stuff and making a waterproof receiver. And they did it with the servos and everything, then dropped it in a tub of water and everything still worked while it was underwater. So it's quite amazing. So, certainly good when you're flying model aeroplanes and there's a, like arena or something next to the flying site. You put it in there and your radio will be just fine and dandy. So I don't think I'd like to try it with some amateur radio. I don't think it'd work on all the pops and things. But yeah, so it's certainly a interesting idea. Right, I've completely lost whose turn it is now, so I think Paul's gone, so I'll go back to the original order, I think. So it might be you, Dave, M0HTV. I think it's Nick's turn, so, well, I could try it on some kit you made, I suppose, and she didn't particularly not too worried about it. Spray it and drop it in the water. Pick up Nick, M0H.
In fact, while you guys are on, neither of you know anything about waterproofing convertible cars, do you? I've got an Astra twin top which has got more leaks than a blow up there than the proverbial kid's inflatable, and it's got to the stage now where the wife's having to wear something over her head to stop it raining on top of her. Oh, there you go, that's 10k, perfect. And there's a big storm cloud heading over this way from the north, by the looks of it. I can feel little spits starting to come down, so that's perfect timing. Round to you, Henrik.
Yeah, M0HB returning. I don't know about convertibles. What about something like the stuff you get for proofing tents? The water repellent stuff that you can coat those with. I guess it depends on what the leaks are like. If it's still intact, but just sort of coming through the fabrics, then that might be okay. If it's kind of got holes in it, then I guess that's a whole different problem. So, yeah, over to you, Dave, M0HTV. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I see stuff advertised on the telly on those telly shopping adverts. Spray something and puts water on it and it just runs off. And I've seen them making it or something. How do they make that sort of along those lines? Yeah, very good. Yeah, nothing else to say, huh? I'm still struggling here with this cures it off. Flipping adverts. And the prices are in dollars, is that? God, hopeless. So go on there, M0H.
Well, that's almost done now. almost back at the car. So, that was a good run. Enjoyed that. Tell you what, I'm cream crackered though. Ah, here we go.
Okay, that was sunset in Clevedon North Somerset, UK. Sorry it's a bit of a long video. It's in memory of my father who passed away a week ago. So 73s from tonight from a 2E1 DXY. Bye bye.